Thanks, everybody. Happy Saturday. You guys are all drinking. That's good. I'm jealous. I have not had a drink in 18 months. It's the longest I've gone since I was 5 years old. It's becoming increasingly harder to be sober because at this point, gin and juice is literally cheaper than just juice. I just want the nutrients. I still want to be able to drive home. I think that's why homeless people are drunk all the time. They're not trying to lose themselves in their problems or forget that they have them. It's just a handle of vodka is $8. I double check my bank account before I open an Ocean Spray. A couple days ago, I got an email from my bank with the subject line, "Are you ready to buy a home?" No. And no one knows better than you that I'm not, Bank of America. If you took 5 seconds and looked at my financial statement, you see I've had 8 juices this month. I don't have any more money. Truth is, I would love to be getting drunk with all of you guys, but the reason I can't is because last year I got a new doctor. She put me on a medication. It works through my liver. She said, "You're going to go on these meds. You can't drink for 2 years." Upon hearing that, I immediately asked if I could still do drugs. She said, "I can't condone that," which is not a no. Last year, I went down to South America. I was in a club, and a guy gave me some cocaine. At least, I think he gave me cocaine. Or he hit me in the face with a shovel for 3 hours. I was under the impression I had done cocaine before. Not a lot of cocaine, but enough cocaine to think I had done cocaine. What I found out is I've been driving around in a Hyundai Elantra, thinking it was the fastest car on the planet. Then I went down to Buenos Aires, somebody put me in a Lamborghini, I was like, "Ow!" That's what that stuff's supposed to do. Never done it with the top down. Now I'm back in America, driving around in a Hyundai Elantra. So if anybody has a Lamborghini and wants to store me a ride after the show, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Another side effect of this medication that I'm on is that I'm at higher risk of bacterial infection, so I need to be careful when I'm traveling. So before I went to South America, I asked my doctor, "Do I need to be concerned?" She said, "Yes, if you plan on having unprotected sex with men while you're down there." Said I'm very flattered. But I'm going with my girlfriend. She'll be quite upset if I start doing that. My doctor said, "This is important, and I do have to say it. Your girlfriend can also not have unprotected sex with men while you're in South America." How good of a boyfriend does my doctor think I am? That I would be taking my girlfriend to Argentina so she can fuck a bunch of beautiful soccer players. If anyone's having sex with those men, it's gonna be me. And I'm gonna remember every thrust because I'll be totally sober while I do it. I support gay rights, obviously. It's 2017, we live in California. If you don't support gay rights, out yourself right now. Take you outside, have a good old-fashioned straight bashing. Here's the thing though, I'm surprised that I support gay rights. Not because it's not correct, but 3 years ago, I was staying with my friend in New York. She had very thin walls, and I listened to her 300-pound male roommate have sex with his 300-pound boyfriend. And if you've ever listened to those sounds, and you still support gay rights, you're a goddamn American hero. It's hard to describe the sounds I heard, but if you can imagine 2 monster trucks revving up their engines next to each other, but never actually turning the key, a broken garbage disposal at one point, really heavy played dubstep for like 12 minutes, and it ended with Richard Nixon choking on a pear. Just, oh, 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 oh. I woke up the next day, I was like, they're still okay with me! I was so happy when gay people were allowed to get married and be as miserable as the rest of us. I was so happy about that. I always try to look at the positives in every election. Right now, people are upset about the last election. I'm thrilled. Weed is legal in California, everyone. Weed is legal in California. I have a question. Was weed not legal in California? Pretty sure weed's been legal a long time. I love legal weed, because a couple weeks ago I was smoking a joint on the street with my friend, and we didn't see it. A cop snuck up from behind us and went up and was like, "I'll take that. Thank you." Probably had an amazing rest of his shift. Probably didn't arrest anybody. That's not your car, dude. Just give it back. You know who I feel bad for now that weed is legal in California? All the weed doctors that have to go back to being actual doctors again. For 12 years they've been like, weed, smoke some weed. I went to medical school for 2 years. I know weed. Those people are working in cancer clinics now, which can't be an easy transition. It's like, Bill, look, I know where you were working before, but you can't wear a Hawaiian shirt here, man. No one's taking you seriously. And I don't know where you got that Bob Marley prescription paper, but that's gotta go. Can't do that anymore. I love weed. I love it a lot. So much so that I forgot the next joke I was gonna tell right before I went into it. I've lived in LA for 8 years, so I am officially a pussy. California changed me. I grew up in Baltimore. When you grow up in Baltimore, it's cold, it's blue collar, it's dirty. That city, I came out hard as a rock. And then I moved to LA, and the sun was shining, and the birds were chirping, and I started skipping instead of walking. I lost all my toughness. If somebody wanted to fight me in Baltimore, I'd be like, yeah, bitch, step up right now, me and you. Somebody wants to fight me in LA, I'm like, what happened to you today, man? Did you lose an Instagram follower? Let's have a hot big rom sesh, we'll grab a green juice, we'll turn a fight into a friendship. Been doing it ever since. Growing up in Baltimore, I had a very diverse group of friends. One of my best friends was named Devondre, which is one of those unconventional, seemingly made-up black names that you hear more and more these days. Here's the thing, because I hear a lot of white people making fun of these names. Personally, I'm jealous of these names. None of them have to put numbers in their email addresses. I'm Alex Hooper, 747 at Yahoo. There were 746 unavailable options for me. Do you think Leviticus Washington has that problem? I met a girl after a show one time, her name was Unique, and I was like, oh cool, U-N-I-Q-U-E? She said, no, it's Y-O-U-N-E-E-K. You know what her email address was? Unique@gmail.com. There's a billion Alexes in the world. It's boring. I like how black people are naming their kids. They just knock over a Scrabble board and read the results. Quintificon. On a triple word score, he's going first round. I heard table slapping over there, guys. A lot of you are laughing, but we got table slapping. I get a lot of confidence from different things, and I've lost a lot of weight over the past couple of years. And so this Halloween I was in Vegas, and I was wearing this form-fitting, skin-tight, metallic romper with fur on the hood, and I felt amazing walking through Vegas. And all of a sudden, this middle-aged black woman sees me and just goes, okay! confidence for 4 lifetimes after that moment. That's all I think about anytime I'm in a bad mood. Last week I started to underperform during sex. I felt it going soft, and in my brain I went, okay! Boom! Stamina right back up! Don't worry. No, I'm not gonna hump the stool. I'm still not that comic. Still not that one. Almost! You little Tetris! Almost. Thought about having children recently. Girlfriend and I talked about it a lot. Said we got the starter kit. We adopted a puppy. I immediately had a vasectomy. Never taken care of a baby anything. Ever again. We adopted a pug when he was 10 weeks old from Mexico. He got his first round of shots in Tijuana. I don't know what kind of shots they were, but he can fucking party. Last year, we adopted another pug, but this one we got from Korea. And people would ask me, why? Why did you get a dog from Korea? Turns out pugs, not a desired breed in that country. They literally throw them to the streets, meaning pugs are roaming the streets in Korea, making Korea the cutest country in the entire world. We named her Kimchi. If someone around you is not laughing, tell them to expand their culinary palate. I've had this dog for over a year. I stare at her every day. She's gorgeous. But even after this amount of time, I'm not convinced they didn't send over a 90-year-old Korean woman. It looks exactly the same. She doesn't understand a word I say. She takes off her shoes every time she comes in the house. Talks to me after the show. I sell shirts with my pugs on them, and they're super, super cute. The reason I have pugs, though, is because I really don't want children. That's what I decided. And I told my brother that recently. He said, Alex, you have to have children. Otherwise, who's going to take care of you when you're old? Who's going to take care of you when you're old? Robots, probably. Definitely robots. Robots take care of me now. My trash can is a robot. My toothbrush is a robot. I can't shake my hand back and forth for 90 seconds. You know that we're giving elderly caretaking to the robots? Of course we are. And you know what a robot's not going to do? It's not going to miss my 84th birthday because it has to give a presentation at the law firm where it just became partner. A robot isn't going to resent me for having to change my bedpans when it could be out realizing its dreams of being an artist. Do you guys remember 5 years ago when IBM built Watson, the computer that was designed to win Jeopardy? And it did. And people were like, that's the smartest robot ever created. Maybe. That robot, Watson, cost $31 million to make. It won $40,000 on Jeopardy. That's the stupidest fucking robot I've ever heard of. People worry about technological singularity. When the robots catch up to our intelligence, they kill us all. Maybe some of them will kill us, but others will go out to the desert, find themselves, and come back bohemian artists. Be like, man, I went out to the desert, snorted a bunch of synthetic motor oil. Before I could only see zeros and ones, but now I see twos. Robots are going to buy all the Burning Man tickets. Robots are going to buy all the Burning Man tickets. I'm letting you know right now. Robots are very good at buying tickets. What's the first question Ticketmaster asks when you're buying a ticket? Are you a robot? They're going to buy all those tickets. All of them. Here's the thing. My dad is really worried I'm going to put him in a senior home. And that's because what my dad doesn't understand is that going to a senior home is not punishment. It's college too. Back to the dorms. All of your friends live in the same building. You eat your meals at the same time, at the same place, but now they're wheeling you around, and you're still force-feeding pills down your throat to make you feel awesome. But the best part, your kids are going to pay for that. Your kids pay for you to go to college all over again. That's incredible. They say STDs run rampant in their senior homes. Obviously, you know what else does? Partying! Everyone there is single and just got out of a long-term relationship.